1979 for $1 million in term life.
Every year, we say we'll wake up earlier, exercise more, really rest, and eat healthier. It's hard for us, but for dogs, not so much. Dogs are up at dawn, run for fun, sleep like chimps, and they love eating fresh, healthy food every single meal. Give your dog another healthy habit. Real fresh food from the Farmer's Dog. Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/radio.
Stay connected anytime, anywhere.
Ask your smart speaker to play KNX.
If it matters to you.
It's on KNX News 97.1 FM.
Good morning, 12:15. I'm Art Sanders, and coming up.
This is Chris Seasons. A new study shows that consuming too much information about COVID-19 during the lockdowns led to a lot of extreme loneliness and psychological distress.
Many Americans say rising prices are making it difficult to buy new Halloween costumes. Researchers say there's been a sharp rise in food insecurity in Los Angeles. Those stories coming up the next 15 minutes, but first at 12:15. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5s. Here's Tanya Campos.
Got a couple of full freeway closures in Orange County, and they're both on the 405, so you're going to be delayed in Westminster. That's some heavy backup before that closure. It's a southbound 405 closed from Springdale to Westminster Boulevard, so we do have, again, some delay as you pass Valley View. And then it opens up, but you're going to have another full closure in Costa Mesa. The southbound 405 is fully closed from Fairview to the 73, and there is a little bit of delay, but not as much as the other closure is causing. There is a connector closed on the northbound 55 to the north 5. That is shut down for Caltrans working. If you're on that southbound 55 through Santa Ana, from Edinger to Dyer, we've got a couple of lanes that are closed. I just saw something pop up here. This is the 405 freeway heading southbound at Bellflower Boulevard. Looks like a solo car crashed that vehicle on the right shoulder after losing control. Hit that right shoulder embankment curb. So it looks like CHP is headed there right now to get that taken care of in Long Beach. And then we do have a closure in the San Fernando Valley that's causing you some backup. That's in Sherman Oaks. The north 405 to the north 101 is closed until 6 a.m. Next report at 12:25. The Irvine Auto Center 24-hour traffic center.
Temperatures continuing to stay in the 60s, 70s, 80s, even the 90s. We're staying warm at least through midweek, and then a little cooler by Thursday, Friday. By the time we hit the weekend, we are expecting temperatures to come up to the 60s and 70s only, so temperatures really getting cooler by Friday and the weekend as that onshore flow makes a comeback. With Southern California's most accurate and dependable forecast, I'm CBS 2 meteorologist Evelyn Town, KNX News 97.1 FM.
And right now, Burbank with 62 degrees. Redondo Beach at 63. Currently in Santa Ana, it's 63 at 12:17. California's COVID state of emergency will expire in February. Governor Gavin Newsom's people say the announcement is meant to give state and local government and businesses across California time to prepare. In the meantime, administration officials want the state legislature to make some of the COVID-era emergency rules into law, including allowing nurses to dispense therapeutics such as Paxlovid, making sure that individual lab workers are allowed to process COVID tests. The governor declared the pandemic-related state of emergency in March of 2020. Psychological stress during the peak of the pandemic. Chris Seaton says you might be surprised by what a new study determined was among the leading causes.
For many people, being stuck at home during the lockdowns took its toll. But researchers at UC Irvine say people who consumed several hours of COVID-19 related media every day were the most likely to experience loneliness, traumatic stress.
As you may remember, it was all bad news all the time.
The study's lead author is Dr. Roxanne Cohen-Silver.
The more hours that people were immersed in media about the pandemic, the more likely they were to exhibit symptoms of acute traumatic stress.
Despite concern that stay-at-home orders at the start of the pandemic would cause lasting harm to people's mental health, the research team found that state restrictions in the first 6 months of the pandemic were not related to worse mental health conditions. Chris Seaton's KNX News 97.1 FM.
Morning to determine who owned individual birds or commercial flocks. There's been an avian flu outbreak here in LA County, and our Pete Demetrio says while the risk to humans is small, there are precautions you can take to make sure you are safe.
The number of cases found so far is about 8 in Canadian geese and a heron in Long Beach, Cerritos, and the city of LA, according to Dr. Sharon Bolter, LA County Health's Director of Communicable Disease Control and Prevention. And there are, she says, steps to stop the spread, and notifications have been made to industrial and commercial bird breeders.
If you have a job that requires you to handle wild birds, or if you have a backyard clock, to wear personal protective equipment. And then we've asked people to take down bird feeders and bird baths where birds might congregate and spread it more.
Spread of avian flu to humans requires ingestion of droplets from dust carrying the disease through the eyes, nose, or mouth. So Bolter says for now the risk of any human cases of avian flu cropping up remains low. Pete Demetrio, KNX News, 97.1 FM.
For most politicians, a sex tape would mean the abrupt end of a political career, but Charles Feldman says for one candidate in New York City, it may be the beginning.
That's because Mike Ipkiss actually made a sex tape and released it on a porno site for all to see. He says it supports his platform of what he calls sex positivity.
It was a very educational experience, obviously.
Ipkiss is running for the U.S. Congress.
This is very much about free speech, and I think both sides of the political spectrum tend to restrict that way too much.
In case you're wondering, he says he was nervous making the sex tape. Charles Feldman, KNX News, 97.1 FM.
It's 12:20. Time for your money. Bloomberg's Larry Kofsky.
Halloween is just 2 weeks away. You know what really scares consumers the most? Cost. 3 out of 5 Americans say rising prices are limiting their ability to buy a new Halloween costume or decorations. Many people say they plan to make their own costumes this year. Ballots will be counted today in a union vote at an Amazon warehouse outside Albany, New York. Workers are looking to join the same upstart union that won an election at a New York City warehouse in April. Its first and so far only victory. The warehouse in Shohack, New York has about 800 workers. Boeing is looking for a new home for roughly 140 737 MAX jets. Planes were supposed to go to buyers in China, but Boeing has been unable to deliver them amid rising trade tensions and repercussions from the plane's 2019 grounding. Sources say one potential buyer is Air India, which is overhauling its fleet. We check your money at 20 and 50 after every hour. I'm Bloomberg's Larry Kofsky from the California Deluxe Windows Money Desk, KNX News, 97.1 FM.
More news ahead on KNX in just 2 minutes, including a number of Los Angeles residents who are either going to bed hungry or sacrificing healthy foods for lower quality, cheaper options is on the rise. It's 12:22.
The voices you trust are on LA's Morning News.
To me, there's the obvious breaking news part of the job, but there's also just this curiosity, right? Because this is such an interesting place, and I want to pull those threads. It goes to unexpected places, and then once I figure some of it out, it's like I have to tell somebody, and I'm going to tell all of you.
Hear Mike Simpson on LA's Morning News.
Weekdays on KNX News, 97.1 FM.
If dog people made dog food, it definitely wouldn't look like dusty, burnt brown pebbles. It would actually be food. It would be made with real fresh meat and veggies, gently cooked to preserve their nutritional value. You know, like food. The Farmer's Dog is created by dog people who cook and deliver fresh, healthy food. Try the Farmer's Dog and get fresh, pre-portioned meals tailored to your dog's needs. Tell us about your dog, build your plan, and get 50% off at thefarmersdog.com/radio. That's thefarmersdog.com/radio.
ELF is for every eye, lip, and face. Your originality is our inspiration. From full-on maximalist to fresh face minimalist, we have a product for everyone and every look in between. Featuring viral products like our Halo Glow Liquid Filter, Power Grip Primer, Glossy Lip Stain, and more. Check out the latest game-changing beauty trends that are filling up your social feed. We make the best of beauty accessible with high-quality products at Get Real prices. All 100% vegan and cruelty-free. Because looking good and feeling good, that's elfing amazing.
Free trial. Cancel anytime. Can I be real for a second? That goal you had to exercise and eat better, you really can do it. But nobody is going to do it for you. And nobody has to, because you can do it if you have the right tools and a community that cares about helping you get results. And that's us, Beachbody. It's as convenient as your TV or laptop, but you need to decide that you're worth it. Let us help you succeed. Here's how. Go to beachbody.com to claim your free membership and start feeling great.
Well, it's 12:24 at KNX, about a minute away from your next check of the freeways. A number of Los Angeles countless residents who are either going to bed hungry or sacrificing healthy foods for lower quality, cheaper options is on the rise. New research from USC shows a sharp rise in food insecurity, with nearly 1/4 of respondents in the survey